The Valley's alternative.
Spin Radio 107.1.
Becker Afternoons on Spin, hanging out with George Wacker of Lehigh Valley with Love Media and Tyler Rothrock, local comedian. This year, Music Fest has its first ever plots designated for comedy. What's it called? How does it pronounced again?
It's the Lehigh Valley with Love Comedy Plots.
Oh, comedy plots. So that kind of makes sense. So that's tomorrow night. It's Friday and Saturday the 12th, located right there, Sand Island at the Ice House. So what can we expect this year, Tyler?
A lot.
Cool.
We got 30 comics. We started with over 200 submissions.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, people from all over, New York, Philly, all over the country, really. We narrowed it down. We had a committee, and we got 30 of the best, and some of the people are from, you've seen them on TV, some local talent, and one of the guys is, followed by Barack Obama on Twitter.
That's a big deal.
That's like our tagline. Yeah, that's our tagline.
One of the comics is followed by Barack Obama.
Fair enough. Now, this started, last year? It was kind of like a test run, and this year we're actually doing it for real. So,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, Tyler came up with the idea. He's like, there should be comedy at Music Fest. Why not? So he came to me. We were able to work with the city. We got the Ice House, which is a great venue if you've never been there. It's really nice for comedy. And we were able to put on 2 shows in one night. We sold it out. I mean, it's free, but we packed the house.
That's the
and it's still
best
free
part
this
of it.
year.
Yeah, it's free this year.
That's the best.
So you can literally just walk up in and just see some awesome stand-up comedy.
Get a seat.
Yep, you can bring your mug in, so don't fear that.
Mm-hmm.
But no,
it could be full too.
Yeah,
full mugs.
You can
full
have
mugs.
your mug and beer can be inside of it,
or other
great.
things.
So you can drink beer and laugh. So
yeah,
that's,
exactly.
I've always thought that Music Fest should have a comedy plots, and voila, it's actually happened. And it kind of all stemmed, especially like 2 years ago. I think Jerry Seinfeld came to town. I'm like, wow. That was the first ever comedy act they actually booked on the main stage, and I always thought that should be every year. I think that they should have a comedy act every year, and we can worry about that later. We could talk to John Munger.
That's like our goal, man. We're because I think there's a lot of room between Jerry Seinfeld and the rest of the world, right? So you can get a lot of stuff done, and that's what we want to do. Just get some comics in there from all over the place.
Yeah, we couldn't get Jerry, so we just kind of got.
He didn't text us back.
No, he was like, nope. We won't do that one. But we have some really good comics. Tyler can talk more about.
Yeah, who's coming?
A lot of Blair Saki is from. Okay. She's been on MTV. She's really funny. Pat Monahan is the guy who is followed by Barack. He's got like 80,000 followers on Twitter. He's like in Huffington Post all the time, And Shane Gillis won Philly's Funniest at Helium.
Awesome.
And then the thing that's really cool is there's a lot of local talent that maybe people don't know that are here right here.
Yeah.
And they'll get to see that. So maybe they'll feel more inclined to go support them, wherever they're performing around the valley.
Definitely. There's a lot of comedy that goes on in general, especially at the Arts Quest Center, in conjunction with Music Fest. So I think it's going to be a great addition, and I hope that it continues for years to come. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's the plan. We would love to have it, a comedy show every night during Music Fest. I mean, that'd be like the ultimate goal. But for right now, we'll settle for
specifically at the Ice House. Like you'd like to see it continue there.
The great thing. I mean, obviously, the South Campus of Arts Quest is fantastic. But we find that some people might be more inclined to be like, hey, it's right there. We're up on the north side.
Where foot traffic is.
And it's air conditioned and it's under a roof. So if you want to come in and chill out a little bit, or if it rains a tiny bit, there's another reason to come in.
Definitely.
And you can take in some of the comedy too.
So is it going to be pure stand-up comedy, or is there going to be some improv going on too, or how is it going to be mixed up this year?
I know that the improv with Man Dude Bro and a couple other acts, they are on the south side. So if you go to musicfest.org and look on the comedy section, they also have shows that are going on during the week, but this one will just be
stand-up.
Various, types of stand-up.
Awesome. What else is going to be going on in there? I know you're going to have a few people invited, like myself. I'm going to be hanging out there the next 2 days. Is there anybody else that you want to mention that's going to be on hand?
There's going to be some people doing podcasts and stuff like that. But the thing that we're doing is we're just going to keep it, pretty loose. And we want to create an environment where, last year what was cool was there's like this camaraderie of comedians where you get a couple together and then they meet each other and then they branch off and they're like, well, you should come do my show down here. And then we wanted to create that environment in the green room where it's, comics, people interviewing each other and just finding out about what each other's doing. Really,
When
So-
you just said that, it reminded me of a bunch of people with fancy cars meeting up at a Sheetz.
it is. It's basically
It's basically the
comparable.
equivalent of that.
nobody can afford cars.
But with
so,
humans,
yeah.
I like that.
And I can't say enough about the venue too. Like if you haven't been in the Ice House, a lot of people walk in and go, "I didn't know this even existed."
And
It's
I
such a
and I
beautiful
just
place.
before you guys got here, I just told somebody about it because they had no idea, and I was like, "Yeah, like this. It's an awesome performing arts space, and it has those exposed brick walls and
Yeah, it's
everything. It's
awesome.
just got that awesome big city comic feel." You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and involving art. Like last year, we had limited resources. You know, they had like a stage that was probably 3 feet by
There's like
5 feet.
There's a couple
and
pallets.
There was like a hole in the middle, and we had to cover it with a rug.
So what was a budget like this year?
Yeah, we got to upgrade a little bit. We have a legitimate stage and some upgrades, and that's thanks to Arts Quest.
Yeah, I
being
was doing
involved.
sound last year.
Yeah,
which
George
is
was
like,
doing sound
I didn't even know.
with
I'm like
his
just
baby
putting
on
stuff
his arm.
Yeah, I'm just like hitting buttons. It worked.
I don't know how you had a
With
free
a
arm to do
newborn.
sound with
Yeah,
your
yeah.
baby and a mug in both hands. So
She was up late that night.
Yeah, multitasking like a mother. Yeah, so that's going to be so awesome. Is there anything else? Tyler, you're going to be on stage this weekend
yep.
as well?
I'm going to host both of the 8:45 shows.
Cool.
So we're going to have Friday and Saturday. There's going to be 3 shows a night. A show at 7, a show at 8:45, and a show at 10:30. I'll be hosting the 8:45 both nights. And I got a couple questions. Some people think it's going to be the same lineup both nights. It's not. It's going to be brand new comedians both nights. Spread across and
No recycled material.
There'll be a couple people that'll do both shows, but they won't be probably doing the same material, and that's so every show is going to be different, and that's kind of what we're excited about.
And again, it's free. And if you want to come in and just watch all the shows, you can just come in, grab a chair, get comfortable, and enjoy it.
Awesome. Tyler, is it fresh material for you? I know you're kind of a local comedian. You've been working in New York and stuff too, right? So you're not just a small town comedian. You're actually working your way up, but still.
I'm very, very much a small town comedian.
Do you have any shows coming up otherwise besides the whole Comedy Plots thing for Music Fest?
I don't know what I have.
Plug yourself, man. It's your time.
I have like a website you could, and that, so I don't even know what's on it. I have the worst.
He has like a website.
TylerRothrock.com is where you would go. I don't know. I don't update it, so
It might
it's
not be
bad
very
as smart.
He's got a guy for that at that point.
But yeah, we're really just focused on getting this to be a success, and then I'll worry about my own stand up afterwards.
Hell yeah, and you know what? In times like these where it's kind of dark and crappy on the end, everything on the internet's kind of come out for some comedy. You
Yeah,
know what I
right.
mean?
Come out and
laugh your
laugh a
ass
little
off. And George, you gonna get on stage this year?
I'm gonna tell people thank you for coming, and then I'm gonna, since I don't have to run the soundboard this year, I'm just probably gonna watch all the shows instead.
That's fine. That's fine.
I have no responsibilities really.
Totally. Tyler, a clean joke off the cuff. Just go for it.
Well, we just got told one.
This is good.
At the Cherry or the College Hill
Tavern.
I don't know if it's necessarily clean enough for radio.
I can bleep it out.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so I'm probably going to butcher this. This is from Susan at College Hill Tavern. Just
Okay.
told us, fresh off the press.
All right. Let's do it.
George, you might have to help me. What's a bird?
Before we do this, did you guys have a couple of beers before you came in?
No, I only drank soda. I have to drive home, so
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, I had
completely,
one beer.
One beer.
One
All
beer.
right.
All right. Well, it's what bird?
George, I'm doing the bit.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
asked-
I
he
thought
asked
you
me,
needed help. All right, go
Comedian
ahead.
Here, I got-
guy
no,
that
I
My
shows up.
delivery's not good. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
What's the bird called that delivers babies?
Stork.
Right. What bird doesn't deliver babies?
I don't know.
A swallow. That's from Susan. All
We
right.
told her we were doing a comedy show. She's like, I got a great joke.
Well,
Go visit Susan at the
Yes.
College Hill Tavern.
yeah. If you can't make it out to Comedy Plots at Music Fest the next 2 nights, just go see Susan at the College Hill Tavern in Easton. So, but we really are looking forward to it. Music Fest 2017, the first ever Lehigh Valley with Love media comedy plots. And it's right at the Ice House on Sand Island there, right downtown Bethlehem. We can't wait for it, guys. Thanks so much for coming in.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go drink more.
Spin Radio 1071.
The Valley's Alternative.